Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Rubina and in this video I'm gonna show you how I created this mermaid skull makeup inspired by Juliana Maria's last year's design. But as you know, I get inspired by the concept and then develop it my own way. So I hope you like my version as well. I start by applying a very fair foundation to hide the yellow undertone of my skin, since I'm gonna use all cool tones and I don't want it to stick out from among the scales. But this is totally an optional step. I'm locking it with some translucent powder. Then it's time for the fishnet stocking trick, which consists in disguising myself and robbing a bank. After that, I'm gonna start creating the scales by dabbing on some nice pearly water-based body paint with a wet sponge. These ones are by Superstar in the shades Illusion Indigo, Ziva, Peacock, and golden green. Once the paint is dry, I'm removing the stockings. And I'm using a dark blue water paint on my neck. I'm not saturating it because the patchy coverage is giving me the illusion of a submarine creature skin. I'm blending it inwards with some peacock green and some golden green at the center of my neck. Now, with the dark blue and the tiny brush, I'm carefully outlining the skull. I drew some dots previously to help me doing it as symmetrical as possible. The paint is ultramarine by Professional Colors. Then I'm filling the cavities of my skull in the same dark blue. Consider if you should paint your whole ears. I'm going to wear a wig, so in this case it's not necessary. I started drawing the teeth and forgot to fill the nose cavity, but I'll be back at it right after. Now, with a fluffy brush, I'm taking the color Anemone by the Soul Blooming palette by Nabla, which is a bluish shimmery purple, and I'm doing some contour. Since I've almost covered all the pink I put before, I'm taking a very similar eyeshadow, in this case it's Cake, by the Alice Through the Looking Glass palette by Urban Decay, and with a fluffy brush I'm pulling it out again. I am taking Anemone again with a smaller brush, and I'm blending the upper part of the eye sockets. And I'm also intensifying the shadows of my contour. Always from the Soul Blooming palette, I'm taking Garden Gate, which is a gorgeous highlighter shifting from purple to blue, and I'm gonna put it on my brow bones, my cheekbones, my chin, and the center of my forehead. From the same palette, I take Philosophy, another nice highlighter shifting from pink to green, dabbing it directly with my fingertip at the center of my eyelids, in the spaces above the jaws, on the tip of my nose, and also at the center of my neck. Now with a black body paint, I'm outlining the skull again, and I'm sorry you can't see anything from this shot, but I'm basically outlining it little by little. And blending the black into the blue while it's still wet with a pen brush. Here you can see the procedure a little better. The black I'm using is by Professional Colors as well. Now I'm taking Philosophy by the Soul Blooming palette again with my fingertip, and I'm doing some highlighting at the center of my teeth area. I'm gonna outline the teeth again in black, and I'm sorry this isn't the best shot again. I'm gonna add some details and shadows. And now I'm adding some uneven dots and lines near the outlines in white to give the skull a more sketchy look. Moving on my neck, I start to draw the vertebrae in dark blue, blending it outwards and under my chin. I'm also creating some blue shadows on the vertebrae. Then I'm gonna outline them again in black and blend it into the blue. Time for the sketchy white lines and dots again. Now I'm gonna take the dark blue eyeshadow called Bandersnatch by the Alice Through the Looking Glass palette to fill in my eyebrows. And again, you're not seeing anything. Good job, Rubina! Now with the Ziva water paint, I'm staining just the hair of my eyebrows to match my wig. In my waterline, I'm putting the Linda Hallberg's Cosmetics Flash Crayon in the shade Atria, which is a shimmery navy blue. I complete the makeup part with black eyeliner, mascara and fake lashes. And now it's time for gems and rhinestones. Since I had plenties of these loose gems, I'm creating my own unique design, gluing them one by one. But you can save a consistent amount of time by buying those preset gems designs. They are sold pretty much everywhere. I couldn't find my mastics, so I'm using eyelash glue, but I recommend to use mastics for a longer lasting grip. I stopped for a moment to look how fascinating are the gems moving to my heartbeat. The look is complete with some diamond purple lenses, and now I'm ready to put on a wig and a tiara and become the mermaid skeleton. Thanks for watching this video, leave a comment if you liked it and don't forget to subscribe. I hope to see you on my channel again. Happy Halloween!